Well, hey Taurus, how about a relationship reading? We've just had a full moon in Libra. Let's see what you learned since that new moon 6 months ago. It's fixed sign weekend, and that means you, my fellow fixed sign Taurus. All right, we're going to pull some cards. Come along. We're going to clarify. We're going to ask questions. Let's see what this is all about according to the Brady Tarot. What this is about is, the Father of Feathers, the King of Wands, being the leader of your life. I can see you flying away from a fire in this image. Wow, that's very dramatic. Flying away from a fire, Taurus. Okay, what's going on underneath? I mean, adds a really interesting meaning here. Seven of Pentacles. So we can see the roots going into the earth. So the Seven of Pentacles is about you planted the seed and you're waiting for it to grow and bear fruit. Somehow there is, so this is about growth. And looks like all the stages of growth, right? Somebody has become earth to earth, and then we can see all the phases of this little bug. So that's the underlying energy. It's very different. And I just did Scorpio reading, so I'm actually thinking about how fire and then rising from the fire can be what the death card means. And this is actually this Father of Feathers flying away from the fire, but then this kind of reminder that there are all these cycles of life. And there's something here, Taurus, about trusting that. So if you're focusing on a disaster, remember that nothing is to waste. This is actually about growth, okay? That's really interesting. Okay, Taurus, so we're going to ask some questions about this relationship. It looks like you want to run from it and you may regret it. You're being the leader of your own life, which is good, especially if it's a forest fire and you're taking care of yourself. Alpha energy. But remember that whatever this disaster, it has produced growth. It's a part of cycles of life. Okay, let's look. We're going to ask about this relationship. What shall you release, embrace? What have you learned in this past 6 months? What's hidden that the tarot wants you to know? And what's the future? And then we'll clarify all of the whole story. Okay. I'm growing this channel. It's growing. And I'm excited about it. So if you like this, subscribe, support me. Like the channel, apparently. Get some more people seeing it. And what else? Comment. I'd love your comments. And if you want a personal reading, I'll put my email in the bottom. I am giving those now. So let me know. I'd love to make a little movie for you and send you the link. Okay. What you want to release. A Maker 9. This is a 9 of Pentacles. There seems to be, this is something Scorpio has in common with you on some way, but there is this solitary self-sufficiency, self-sovereignty. It's a beautiful, beautiful place where you get to be by yourself in your beautiful home, and you're in charge of everything. So that is the feeling of this root and blossom. It's a beautiful, beautiful springy feeling in this image. This is what you want to release. This may be the energy that you release into the world, but it could also be something that you've been doing, maybe because of this relationship. It's like you're a loner here, and whatever this relationship is or was, you're reminded it has caused you to grow. So if you've been keeping to yourself because of some kind of forest fire you went through with somebody, this says it's time to release that. But we'll clarify and find out more. Okay, what shall Taurus embrace? A Dancer 3, a 3 of Cups, friendship. It could be a card of reconciliation. It's definitely fun with others. Getting together with your heart people. You can see the little crab here. Mars is in Cancer. That's what makes me think about. There's like a light emotional vibe coming in today as I do these readings. Yeah. Well, I think it's coming up here, the 9th and 10th. Jupiter and the Sun conjunct, the luckiest day of the year. What has your name on it? Okay, I'm going to do a reading for that. All right, this relationship, what you have learned in the past 6 months. Ooh, Dancer 4. This is a 4 of Cups. Vain reflection. This is when you get down into the dumps because, like, you've just been disappointed your whole life. You don't see this sweetheart possibility over here because you're just so caught up in the past. And ho-hum, been there, done that. Vain reflection. Vain meaning it has a kind of a Narcissus feel. Overthinking about yourself, right? Because Narcissus, the flower, but the myth is he just was captivated by his own image because he thought he was so beautiful. Vanity, you're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you, right? So there's that. Yeah, Taurus, are you beating up on yourself? Don't forget, this is just a part of growth. This is your path. It's okay. Whatever you're regretting, you've isolated. Okay. What's hidden from you that the tarot wants you to know? Your very self, the Maker King. This is the King of Earth. This is your element. This would be your card. The gift of skill, right? So this is what the growth card is telling you. Everything that you've been through has made you you. And you're beautiful. You're exactly perfect as you have been made by your life, by your choices, by that forest fire, whatever that you're flying away from here as the father of feathers. You have learned, you have gained skill. And the skill can help you make decisions going forward, and it can help others. That's the message of the tarot for you. The future for Taurus is Winter's Bite. I don't love it. 5 of Pentacles. It's spring. It is. So, in 5s, they're passageways. They're not comfortable. But this one is really showing us this fairy, the she, is looking towards the rising sun. And the sun in the tarot represents authenticity, wish fulfillment, joy. So even though this has been a difficult season of winter, here comes spring, right? Like all the leaves have fallen, it has chilled. There's a new spring, and all of this difficulty is going to bring in a new day. And so in a 5, it is much like the 4, right? Like I'm focusing on one thing, and I can look over here and I can see a new day, a new beginning. So it's a perspective shift opportunity. And so that's what we see you doing in the future. So let's find out what's going on underneath here. Warrior Princess. That is one card. I love it. There's a lot of willpower in your reading here, Taurus. A lot of wands. We get the Father of Feathers, and here we have, and he's the Father of Wands, and here is the Page, the Knight of Wands. Warriors are knights in this deck. So very charismatic, creative energy here. Beautiful. Beautiful fairy. It's like this willpower, and you're a fixed sign, Taurus. We fixed signs. I'm a Scorpio. Like, we're very stubborn. People always say, but you especially get this, but you really know who you are. You have integrity as a result. And so you can really take aim at what you want, as she is. But let's keep clarifying, because I'm getting this funny feeling like this isn't actually a very pleasant reading. And I can feel how I want to kind of make it better than it is. But it looks like it's been a difficult and solitary season, Taurus. Let's see what happens when we clarify. I guess I can feel like this resolve in you to look at things on the bright side. And yet I also see your I see suffering and struggle, inner struggle. It's very private, and you're making the most of this, like you're learning, but it's still a little bit hard. Okay, so let's see. We're releasing the Maker 9, the 9 of Pentacles. So self-sovereignty. Do not release your self-sovereignty. Tarot would never tell you to do that, but it might be that you've been alone. So you've been isolating. So let's see. Page of Swords. Some young ideas. Chatty, airy energy. Collecting mushrooms. 7 of Cauldrons. Choices. Illusions and fantasies. Yeah, I can see that you were like kind of looking out there in the emotional world with a kind of suspicion from your, more. And so you've been like really cutting people out with your mind. Your mind we're all dealing with our brains right now for some reason. Maybe because of the, Libra's air and the full moon's in air, and there's been a lot of Gemini energy, and of course Aquarius is air, and we just had Pluto move in there, so all of our ideas are getting revolutionized, and we're dealing with the death planet, the death card of the heavens, Pluto. So yeah, our minds are facing down a lot of change, and we're dealing with our ideas and our concepts. So what this tells me is that you've isolated yourself through your mind. Like you've used your mind to cut out all the choices, to basically say nope, and you've effectively ended up alone as a result. And this has to do with this. It's like an old relationship. This forest fire. It happened. I feel like it happened a long time ago. Like where I live, I think the forest fire that came very close to here was back in 2014. And then we've had a couple of less close calls here, but we it's like that's a long time ago. And if I'm still, of course I learn from that. Like I prepare for fire season in certain ways. I don't know. I'm always looking for how I can help. But what I want you to think about is like something happened and it feels like it's very old, right? And you've learned from it, but you're also kind of letting it shape your decisions, and you're staying isolated with it. And the cards, this reading says it's time to release that. You've learned something here, and it's time for it to cycle through. I'm not saying you have to be in a relationship. Cards say reconciliation is possible. These are friendships. These are your heart people. Seek these out. That's a different kind of relationship. Let's see. Ooh, the High Priest. History, tradition, structural power. He's like, yes, I give you permission. Aw, see, here's your 5 of Pentacles. It's the same. It's your future card here, right? It's like we feel impoverished, but money is growing on trees, right? This is a perspective. What else? You're going to be helped. Your vision, you've manifested something, and it's coming in. Hang on, baby. It's been hard. But help is coming. Permission is being granted. The end of this, whatever this is here. You're being permitted to see money grows on trees. I'm being helped. So 3 of rods can be, there's some waiting. Where else did I see waiting? Oh, yeah, this is waiting. This is, you just wait for things to cycle through in this one. But 7 of Pentacles, you put in the work and then you wait for the fruits of your labor to produce fruit. Here we see the cycles of a bug life, and how it gives back to the earth, and it ultimately feeds itself, because as you can see, plants, the roots feed on the carcass, and then they produce flowers, and then these little, what are they? Dragonflies. They are on here as larvae. And then they turn into bugs and fly and feed. So you're being helped. And there is a feeling of waiting. But if this is your vision, is not, it's the opposite of abandonment of that 5 of Pentacles feeling. It looks like the High Priest is saying yes to that. Help is on the way. Embrace these friends, these heart people, whoever they are. You know who they are, Taurus. Okay. You learned in the last 6 months something about this 4 of Cups, that, I never get what I want. Why bother starting again? That feeling. Whew, I know it well. Okay, King of Swords. There you are. There you have your wisdom. Wisdom of experience. It's very clear in this reading that whatever you've been through it's like deep, deep knowledge. Not easy knowledge. Like, I love his face. Like, he's such... It took me a while to see, because I'm a little gay, so then, like, I don't look at men closely. So, like, the cards help me look at humans closely and look at the planet closely. And so the kings, but particularly the King of Swords, I needed to look at him and understand him. He's an Aquarian energy, so there's that age of Aquarius that we're in, and he's used the truth. She's used the truth, and she's good at cutting people out, and he's a little more cautious in using that, is how I see his wisdom. He's kind with the truth in a way, but what I'm seeing here is you've had a hard lesson, my dear. And so here is your vision of soulmate connection, a 4 of Wands, stability, authenticity. It's fun. It's a party. There's a lot of a vision of fun coming in. One more. Yeah. So you get a vision, you get that, and it turns out like this, like a shit show. It's just fighting, conflict. Why would you even want to start that? So that's what you're dealing with. You've recently reviewed that this past 6 months. It's not a bad thing to look at. It's just what the cards are telling me is that you're having trouble moving on from the cautionary tale, and what you've actually learned is avoid people. And I don't think that's... Well, let's see. Let's see what the tarot says, because, I have my opinions. But, like, this princess, this underlying energy, she's sexy and lustful. She's desiring. She's shooting the arrow right through somebody's heart. She's beautiful. It's like if you want, then don't be so cautious. You're all swords. You're all up here, Taurus. And I see why, because there was that forest fire. And you've really made a beautiful solitude. Absolutely. And let's keep looking. What the tarot wants you to know is that this is your card, one of your cards, the King of Pentacles. You have a skill. You're rich. You have a lot to offer. What else? Let's see. 6 of Rods, victory. Your idea has prevailed. So that comes after this chaos, right? There's no leader in that. And in the 6, you are victorious. People recognize that. Ooh, a Queen of Cups is here. She's very emotionally mature. She's good at talking about her feelings. She sees you. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Something has been stabbed 10 times. This is your thoughts. You've overthought this, and now you can quit and move on. There's something new here for you. Again, whatever this heartbreak was, it is. Every time, like, she comes in, she's like, hey, you're victorious. She sees you. She sees you like this, right? She sees you like this. She sees you, the King of Pentacles. And then you're like, oh yeah, that's what happened last time. That's what you don't realize. You're missing opportunities where people actually see you. They see who you are, and they like what they see. They admire you and respect you, and they would honor you. Yeah. But you're like, nope. I remember that forest fire. Okay, so in the future, we see you just maybe beginning to turn towards hope. It's okay to be slow, Taurus. I respect the slow signs. I think you're a little slow. I mean, I'm the death card. I'm a Scorpio. I'm like, yes, how can I learn from this hell? So I don't mean to be glib about what was clearly very painful. Okay, so let's see a little bit more of Taurus's future. There's death. Speaking of the devil, the death card, the close in this deck. So again, you can see life cycles here. It's really fantastic. I love the tarot. Look how it's showing you. See, this is a story of death just as this one is. You can see the baby. You can see nature, life cycles. Beautiful, beautiful, magical Taurus. That moth. God. See? You can see the moth. The moth. That's exactly what this card made me think of, because this is the forest fire. Even though the card's actually like a father of wands, but like it's like you took control of your life. But then the cards are saying this is, the cycle of nature. It's not easy, the transformation of the close, but it is inevitable. The cycling, the ending and the beginning. And you have to see it in a new way. The hanged man right here. You're kind of stuck, my friend. And you're going to stay stuck, and it's divinely supported that you do so. There's your moth again. Until you see things in a new way. And yes, here's your perspective shift. Very painful. 5 of Cups. Sad. Grief. True sorrow. Loss. And here's a new beginning. Here's an Ace of Cups from this person is offering you love. You're not seeing it yet. You're in the 5s. Even in the near future, Taurus. But there is an opportunity for you to turn and see. As soon as you see that the pain, the regret, the loss, there's lots of head trip, there's lots of fighting, there's hard lessons here. When you see that, you're getting help. And I feel like this is the overall thing that I want you to go away with. Like, you are envisioning this kind of fun. Don't let your fear get in the way of you having that. I see why. And what you went through made you better. It means you have so much more to offer other people and the earth. But I also see your pain. And I honor your pain, Taurus, and I honor your process and the time that it takes. And what's on the bottom? Emperor. Okay. And the Eight of Rods. So more of this, being the leader of your life and taking action and communicating from that. That there's a lot of being the leader of your own life. A lot of wand, willpower, swords. Like there's a lot of resistance here. And then the cards are saying you're missing a Queen of Cups who sees you because of this pain. So it's going to keep giving you invitations, and you can turn around anytime and take that. Okay, my dear? All right, Taurus. I hope this helps. Let me know. Have a beautiful day.